Right. Yes, I saw a mama call a beam and family people so channel so YouTube. And I was say Abrina Bibiano, Muguso na Moshe. And then a match day. It's Urum our Takwa T and A Stadium. Takwa T and A Stadium, but you TNA Park game at the beginning of the season. And a new stadium was built and handed over to the Republic of Ghana. I think this morning, and I say, and videos no back. Abranti bi eso on chances makoka say stadium near Ghana there or something. I don't understand. I wanted to understand you very well. That's why may reply with message in my delete. So come again. Or say Kotoko and Camara say I don't understand. Say be a stadium no Kotoko near the moment Kotoko there. This is a ceremony where I was invited by Gofields of Musi Stadium. And the keys to the stadium was handed over to the then Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. He received the keys to the stadium on behalf of the President of the Republic of Ghana then, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo William. So I don't know your point. My until point, as I replied you, if also I share video now, you can let me understand your point. Whether as me G2 stadium me diema dia na say me diema panyi bi enim stadium no yomo dia. So that is why the stadium is not being manned by officers of Midiema Sporting Club. It's a national stadium. Get that straight. Meaning that na your point. And I gave a bustle 4 p.m. 4 p.m. exactly. And I gave a bustle at Takwa T and A Stadium. And it promises to be full of action. Asante Kotoko and Berekum Chelsea. Already, the two teams have met on 2 occasions this season. This is the 3rd time among everybody this season. Of the 2 occasions, the home of Chelsea, Kotoko Ekobo 1-1. Then, Asante Kotoko home, Babara Sports Stadium, Kotoko wins our game no, by a goal to nil. So, Kotoko has been better than Berekum Chelsea when it comes to the meetings between the two teams. Now, Yansha players are a starting game no, at the Ama Berekum Chelsea. Now, you players are a starting game no, at the Ama Asante Kotoko. So we are looking at the probable lineups for the two teams. Yeah, let me check him. Say probable lineup for 7. Yeah, mo trim edi aye. Yeah, say yeah the players are about recent games. Then you pay training reports for the two teams. You know, this week your lens na ba na eda Berekum training no ma ye ade. Then the last training session, no, where tactical work is done. When the eagle is available, no ashim. Now for you share players are almost every room abo game no at the ama the two teams. Near players are ombabo at the ama the two teams. It's eno Asante Kotoko any Berekum Chelsea and every room now I share the probable lineup for the two teams. Obviously, you have a chance here with Berekum Chelsea, but Berekum Chelsea, watch out. Almost spine of the team at so the spine of the Berekum Chelsea team. So then omo okay say omo wo goalkeeper Gregory Obensechere. Gregory, he's still available. Omo captain for Berekum Chelsea. Zakaria Fusini, experienced Zakaria Fusini. And so and omo Steven Amankona. Na Amankona ebe play a big role. Side game we mu. Isan say Steven Amankona last year. On na ye goal king Ghana. Steven Amankura was the goal king last year. This season, what's your goal king race now? He's still leading. What about 4 games to go? I can't 4 games. Near we Ghana Premier League, you know. Steven Amankura, he leaded the goal king chart with 13 goals. I think he scored 16 last season. So a branch play a big role. That was our game with him. I don't want something at the amount. Coach Samuel Bodu, Kofi Yesu, the first season, Berekum Chelsea NA. He granted an interview with my boss Kankambodu ewo ne channel. We are sure say mu bebrebe mo nya bi ahwa na say mo chichi nsem bi. As Samobodu say ono afi FA Cup no ready so be sha Asante Kotoko na wagye FA Cup no e de ma Berekum Chelsea eti ni nyina no eye nioma a ekoso ewo ene de ho nsem no e de ema wo yemfa ntudwa se ohwe coach Abdul Karim Zitwa. He also parade in the very best squad for this particular game. Oba parading the best of squads for this game because game we can say the most important game for both Kotoko and Chelsea this season. Maybe almost season abiduro. Game very very important. Very very important. Enti we and some no said AC echo over this particular video. And I'm be na at the amount. E will pepe so channel no so. E will YouTube pacho. So unsubscribe to your page na. Subscribe FMICCA. So unsubscribe to your page na. Subscribe FMICCA. Very important. Say over subscribe na wababeka the growing family. Yabusian igusua enyini. So subscribe and be part of it. Yan shasiye and free the probable lineup of Berekum Chelsea. Say mo nze migu so pressy phone na. May get the latest a free takwa. Berekum Chelsea hotel and I'm wo see on my phone. I want to make my wura see me the latest a free ho na ye de ama yen ahwefo no. The Chelsea goalkeeper Gregory Obensechere will be imposed for this important game. Gregory Obensechere will be imposed. Captain for the side, branch the Zakaria Fusaini. He also play. Stephen Amankona. Na Amankona yana go for if be 1 season or Kotoko, 1 season. And Macrobe Asante Kotoko. Amankona will be the player of Jesse number 10 at the Ama club. Last week, gamer Berekum Chelsea a boy no. Omo an starte a branch the Jonah Atukwe. But in this game, Jonah Atukwe will start. Okay, Kotoko. Any Chelsea or Baba Sports Stadium. Jonah Atukwe started. And in this game, Jonah Atukwe ever started. The coach will go for experience. Their players are on to the highest level of football. It's a coach. Even a GDA or Mumu say or the Omo so that all things being equal, and you meet me Akoye at the Berekum Chelsea. Omo our branch at the Usu. Every say game na say normally or say Jesse number 9 to no lead the attack na Amankona ejina the left side of attack. Jonah Atukwe will pretty from the right side of attack. That is how omo ever approach game. Mame emfantu just say omo ever ball mobila a branch the mobila ever start this game we. Then probably Patrick Ansu abranche we for Berekum Arsenal na ne modemo enye modemo keto akra e no so abawuremu a wono so eka team a ehye game na se ehon ede ama Berekum Chelsea anane will start for Berekum Chelsea in this game. Then Bedi Akon ebe start ede ama Berekum Chelsea in this game. Berekum Chelsea ebe go in with a typical 4-4-2 system. 4-4-2 and answer 4-5-1. Yeah, me cheche omo di Chelsea coach no epe control in the middle. So about 4-5-1 about typical holding midfielders and answer 2 typical midfielders. Then about Steven Amankora no about a branch the Jonah no the midfielder back can no 5 in the middle. Then a branch the Usu ever starting game no as the striker at the Amoah. So Makachi is a goalkeeper goalkeeper and Gregory Obensechere, the experienced goalkeeper, will be imposed at the Amoah club and at the Berekum Chelsea. This is the lineup. Chelsea, Edibishia Asante Kotoko. So trust Stephen Amankona say almost all the second balls will get to Stephen Amankona. In the middle, one more ball, a branch at the Mensa, our middle. Now or the Mohamed Ekanwa, they expect to win the balls from Asante Kotoko midfielders. No? That is how Berekum Chelsea ebe line up e dey tia Asante Kotoko. Omo probable lineup and am dey amount e will pepe so channel no so e will YouTube. But this is the spine. Goalkeeper Gregory Obensechere. Then captain Abranche Din Ede Zakaria Fusaini. Nanka midfielder Hubejew and Stephen Amankona. That is the spine of their team. Inti you always see them attacking through that spine. Sometimes they can shift to the right and build from there. Sometimes they can shift to the left and build from there. But mostly they build from the middle. And when they build from the middle, the eventual ball, or able through pass, not Stephen Amankura, who is very pacey. Who's Amankura, very, very quick, very, very fast. He will run onto the ball. Not Stephen Amankura, I'm out the finish. I want him airpay. So that is how Berekum Chelsea ebe line up. Remember, say Berekum Chelsea players, no, omo enima Asante Kotoko left back, Patrick Asiedu ye. Last season, omo ni nyina ana na ball e o Berekum Golden City Park. And a branch na be PM e o Kumasi. Esi akade ma Asante Kotoko. So he's a player they know very well. Sir Henry Ansu ebo e de ma Asante Kotoko. He's a player they know very well. And now me catch him say, "Hey, Bianca, Lord Amoah available." Kakotoko 3 former Berekum Chelsea players at the back. Patrick Asiedu at the left, Lord Amoah at the right, not in the center of defense, no. Omo the Henry Kwame Ansu account. Okay, 3 players are no mo nyina si akan e Berekum Golden City Park. The last time Berekum Chelsea share Kotoko e FA Cup. Sa game I just travel to penalties. Na penalty shootout no. Henry Ansu and Obodima Kotoko no. Obo edema Berekum Chelsea and he scored his penalty kick na fepa. So you see a ball at the Tottenham. That is just by way of information on the part of Berekum Chelsea. Yemra Asante Kotoko, one of 18 also. How will Kotoko line up? Kotoko is set out in a 4-4-2 system. And a 4-2-2-2 system. Machechim at the Achow say Samobodu at the 4 midfielders bar. Coach Abdul Karim Zito at the 4 midfielders ever call. Samobodu can add up and get 5 midfielders, but for Kotoko, they will still play 4 midfielders because the 2 attackers, you know, every year a branch of the team, Kwame Poku leading the attack as the striker for the team. Now Wabo a branch of the Albert Amoah as the auxiliary striker, as the second striker. Albert Amoah, between Asante Ejinam. Now we pretty as the typical number 10 and so at the Amoah. That is our coach Abelania. Now Kotoko defense, they say that the goalkeeper Camara will be in post. Mohamed Camara will be in post. So Camara in post, the Guinean import, and he will start the goalkeeping department for Asante Kotoko. Oko the right side of defense, Justice in Blay, Obo as right back, Etia Krahatifuk, Obo as right back in the second department of the game, Ebra Kotoko, a hostie, and a hostie Diana Stars, El Babara. It's Justice Blay, and those of you are more quite the Kojachi, Akoya training. If he's a coach at the day, Karim Zito Ebino, on Bob Blay as a midfielder, or Bono as a defender, Blay will start at the right side, especially because Daniel Adrian, coach, and you're convinced by Daniel Adrian, and a lot of more, so any available. Then the left side of attack, Urum or the left side of attacker, the chair, and it's on the left side of attack, a branch left side of defense. Patrick Asiedu, ever ball over the left side of defense. My catch is a Patrick Asiedu, and I am Camara who's a ball left backer. Don't just pick him as a left back. He's a left-sided midfielder, he's a left-sided attacker. I'll come and explain that to you. So Patrick Asiedu on the left. Central defense. And the good news, and it's Asante Kotoko, one a Congolese defender, Samba Arigeni, full fitness. So he's back. And coach, I had the luxury to choose Samba Ndogani, or the luxury so we choose a fit Joseph Ablom, or the luxury to choose an improved Henry Kwame Ansu, or the luxury to choose a branch of the Michael Sifa. They are all available. But we are what the coach will go with. Some medical team, no, I catch a coach said, I'm doing the if clause. I'm using the if clause. Some medical team, I catch a coach said, Bia, a samba, and 100% fatal. Coach, I will trust in Henry Ansu and Ablo to start the game for Asante Kotoko because Ansu Abopa 2 games na Ansu Abopa. Yes, he committed a penalty versus Diana Stars. Baba, but Ansu a performance no a convincing coach into Ansu Ablo. That is if Samba is not giving the go ahead to start by the medical team. Maybe Omeka say, wait me about second half, wait me about 40 minutes, wait me about 50 minutes, wait me about 30 minutes. Then he will not start. Take that in mind. So that is the back line of Kotoko. Yanko middle. Kotoko midfield na four midfielders, but my catch is two wingers. Two wingers. They change coach are the thing at the Abdul Karim Zito. Ever bought the base of the midfield. A branch the thing at the Andrews Ntim Andrews Ntim ever started with the base of the midfield as the typical number 6, as the pivot or single pivot. Edema Asante Kotoko. Then very close to him, Baba Yahaya. Baba Yaya. And Kababa de Yin say a branch a typical number 10. But coach by we used to Baba Yaya as a number 8 on 2 separate occasions. And in a Kotoko versus Hantifolk super class game, Seminam choose man of the match. Dan Kababa Baba Yaya. He dictated play, he dictated the pace of the game. In fact, he indeed and a clear direction of the game. He controlled the game for Asante Kotoko, even though the game ended goalless. But he was my man of the match. It's that of Baba Yaya. Now, if we move from Baba Yaya a position where there's a 2 midfielders, I don't know. Good news, and it's a Dauda Saka a fit and back. So Dauda Saka will start the flanks. Then Wisdom Fernando Bassi. Ono ya nanka coach enyo de be second half. Wisdom Fernando Bassi. But unim say Chejwamna nso recover. Chejwamna no so pra e wa Accra no. Ono nso recover. If Michael Chejwamna coach epese on the coach epe more numbers in the middle to control the middle. Chejwamna is a midfielder. Typical number 8 and on the right side of the midfield. See Chejwamna extremely fit not near Boha. Then Saka will start on the left side of attack. Chejwamna will start on the right side. Now Kotoko enya 4 midfielders no open. Up front, ebe 2 players. Kwame Poku and Abrante Ding Amoah. Yemfantu just say game we koyen tema. If the game progresses very well for Asante Kotoko, don't be surprised, coach, at the Akodana Ndi at the Abdul Saka, Kotoko youth team player, or a young porcupine. Kotoko young porcupine is not ball the Asante Regional Third Division League, Not Okanbi. And I think he won the goal game. He scored over 15 goals. I'm close to 18 goals. And Akodana share. Sa boy, eba be wuram, no so ball. Ede ama Asante Kotoko when the game is progressing. So 2 positions are in this probable lineup. One was central defense. Ablos, Abrante did this Samba. Said Dr. Air passing fully fit. Ebema probably a change at the back. Yes, sir. Ebe Joseph Ablo and Abrante did Henry Ansu. But say Samba ye fully fit. As I know he's fit. Now Dr. Senese ubit me about 90 coach ever starting. So Ebiana Ablo I will return it to the bench. Let's go to the other department where we may expect a change. And no I the flanks, wings on wings. And also se change Jamana a feta. Chejwamna will start. If Chejwamna is fit, he will start. Now, Abrante didn't doubt the Saka. I started on the left side, Chejwamna on the right. But say Chejwamna is fit, then Dauda Saka will start on the left side of attack. Now, Wisdom Fernando pass. I started on the other side. Those are the 2 positions. In Kotoko's probable lineup, we are unable to stick our neck out and say, we shall say, we shall say. Meaning what I say. Now, how will Kotoko approach the game? Kotoko, Makacha said, Omoko in a typical 4-4-2. A typical 4-2-2-2. Sometimes it can turn to a typical 4-2-3-1. Let's explain. Very soon, we'll be using the tactical board here. Ntim, you may use tactical board separate from the touch screen. So all of them will be fixed or the EO Champion Studio. But you may can add a tactical board number. And can we mean na me chiro? Say when it becomes the 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, and it's a 2 midfielders in there. Makacho say a conk. abrante de din ede Ntim no ene baba yaya the two midfielders. Then omonim no see kunya three attackers a eno ebe on the right side Wisdom Fernando Basi. On the left side, abrante de din ede Dauda Saka. In front of them, which is number 10, ebe kwa koye Amoah. Now one ne gyina ni mo ntia 4-2-3-1 no. Akwa koye abrante de din ede Kwame Poku bayi. That is how coach ebe shape up the team no. But 4-4-2 with tactical variations. Variations in my idea say 4-2-2-2, 4-2-3-1. Sometimes a bit more 4-3-2-1. A bit more 4-3-3. All of that. If it's a tactical board, no so come really at the actual. No matter personal changes now. When the coach tries to do that, no, na my at the actual tisa, and every game, no, ever call our taco TNA. Berekum Chelsea, their spine, my body at the actual. The spine will be goalkeeper Gregory Obensachere, then Captain Zakaria Fuseni, Nanka Hubejo, any branch of the team at the Stephen Amankuna. Asante Kotoko spine, goalkeeper Camara, then from Camara to Samba, you locate the midfield Babayaya to Kwame Poku, the Kotoko spine. I also edit me room, it will give intriguing game. Stay tuned. Everything about this game. You don't want some ever bro. Our channel. So thank you so much. Yami Amen.